Okay, I'm live. Took a bit, but here I am. Apologies for the slight delay. The sky keeps being. I know. Realistically, I should be better about that, but honestly, my only defense is I had to work on stuff for college before the stream started. Hence me delaying it like 15 minutes. And then it took me a sec after that. Still, I did my best. Anyway, that aside, it's gonna be a pretty chill stream anyway, so I'm not gonna stress over it too much. We just go with it. And yeah. Let me see. Do I sound good, first of all? Yes, I sound fine. That's good. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna get the game on screen. Which currently it is selecting the wrong game. It would be good if I fix that. The princess. There we go. Took it a sec. It got there. Alright. Slay the Princess is back. I might download it. Honestly, yeah, I'd say it was a good game from what I've seen so far of it. But definitely recommend it. Let's transition over to the other screen for gameplay. Like so. Alright. Welcome back. Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. Can I do a room tour? Maybe at some point I will. I feel like I would need to plan that out first, though, if I did do one. Especially since my microphone of choice is more of a, like, it's on my desk. So I'd have to figure out, like, how I wanted to go about that first. Also, yes, the creeper is behind me, as ever. It's kind of been there for years. Whether it's my old setup or the current newer one in my office, I guess is what you would call this. It doesn't feel like an office, but I guess that's technically what it is. Anyway. Got a game to play. Okay, my cursor's gone. That's great. I can use the keyboard, though. This works. Oh, interesting. It shows up on stream, but it doesn't show up on, like, my screen. For me, it's invisible. Weird. Anyway. Right. Menu gets creepy if you're here long enough. Let's get out of there. Don't know why my cursor is invisible. Hold on. Oh, it turns invisible when I click on the game. Why is that happening? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that, because I would like to be able to see my cursor. Let me put that in windowed mode. And then back in full screen? Does that fit? No. I think I need to just restart it. It broke. I have no idea what happened. Game, why you do this? That's fine. That should only take a second to reset. Weird, though. No idea why that happened. You know, I probably should have considered the fact this is a game with a lot of reading and gotten a bit of water. That would have been smart. Okay, I got the game back open. It's gonna take a second to find it, if I recall. Although, notably, my cursor's still missing. I'm not sure what's up with that, to be honest. Just being weird, I guess. For me, it's invisible. Like, it appears on screen, but it's not in the game. I don't get it, really. Can we see your desktop wallpaper? It's just the basic Windows one. There's not really anything special about it. Anyway. I'm not going to just linger here for all eternity. So let's just get into the Memories tab. I'll just look over at OBS to figure out. So, which one do we want to go with? That's the question. I could also use arrow keys, that's true. So each of these endings has like a little associated hint. So you don't need the world for your happy ending. I'm guessing that might have to do with... Like, we had this ending, the damsel. I'm guessing maybe this one's where you do that, but we also had the option of, like, not leaving the cabin and just staying with her there. So that might be where we go first. That one feels like, I think I understand what it wants. Time will tell in the end, though. So, let's... I guess we'll just start a new game, honestly. It's not like... We just get more time that way. There we go again. Yep. Whoever's watching isn't saying anything, lol. Yeah. It happens, but it's not like people are obligated to speak in chat if they don't wish to. Anyway, got our good old choices to make. What do I want to start with? Probably whatever is just most kind. I love the narrator in this game. I forgot how much I just loved him in this. I think there's probably also something if we just, like, play the princess, and then you don't check her pulse. Because I know I did that last time. And then we checked her pulse, and she came back to life. We can't hear the narrator. It's not sound isn't working. I so love it when things don't work. Oh, because the window name's different. I hate that stupid bug with OBS. It's supposed to be able to just capture, like, the specific EXE. But because I'm using Streamlabs, that's not an option. So if the window title doesn't match, it just doesn't work. It's annoying. There we go, I fixed it. That should work. Really, thank you for letting me know, though. That's my bad. Luckily, that's not a problem that'll persist throughout the stream, since we've already seen this. I don't really mind. Anyway, let's get back to things.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Right. But, like, killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
I think you're missing the point. I think it's more like slaying people in general is bad, my guy.
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Right. In the world, what are we talking about? Can someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
No, I don't. I guess we're gonna silently continue to the cabin, because we're not listening to this man.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says,
you say. According to my calculations, if you slay people, you go to jail. Not wrong.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not
exactly! Why would we slay a princess?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed. been a while since I let the beginning play out.
The interior of the cabin is
All
almost
right.
entirely bare. The air
So a
is
lot of this is
stale
going to
and
be
musty, and
the same as that route
floors
we
are
did
painted
before.
in a fine layer of dust. The
But
only
we should start to
furniture
see
of note is a
differences
plain wooden
once we get
table.
into the second part.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
But still, I think it's good if I refresh myself on, like, how the beginning goes, so I don't, like, forget any choices' meanings. If that makes sense.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Will I? Nah. Who needs a sword?
The door to the basement creaks open.
Hero, we
revealing a
save princesses,
staircase
not slay
faintly
them.
illuminated
Me,
by an
that's what I
unseen
said.
light in the room below.
Not wrong.
This is
Not
an
wrong.
oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing
He
her a
always
favor.
says that, no matter the environment. Bro.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
We got the nice princess. I think I'm doing the right thing so far.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all
Part of the
manipulation.
manipulation?
You're playing a
No,
dangerous
she's a
game by
perfectly
coming
innocent
here unarmed.
princess, guys. I'm here to save
How
you!
many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks
It's
in?
fine.
Really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
You know, maybe limiting this game to 25 decibels is a bit of a mistake, because a lot of this is the voice. Let me see how it sounds real quick. No, it sounds fine. Never mind. We're in the clear. At least I think. Onward!
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Hello there!
Down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
There's also the whole weirdness with that other ending. Like, if I kept picking it, the not saving her option once we got past to the second route, there was that, and I kind of backed out of that early, but I'm curious if anything would have happened had I kept pressing that. I'm not sure.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Good question.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
I'm afraid not.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Examine the chains. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Commands! I've been saying. Same here, buddy. Same here. Same old stuff that the princess says. I'm starting to think she's lying.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
I like the
trying
voice
to break
acting
them
in this.
apart.
It's just well done. Especially the narrator's voice, which fitting, because you hear his voice a lot.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away
Although-
down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
I didn't take the blade with
Wouldn't
me.
have just
I
left
don't
the
remember
key
if I
to her
did that
chains
before or
somewhere
not,
in
because
the
I don't
room.
think there's a way to get her out of the chains currently. Without the blade. You kind of just, like, cut her free. Morbid as that is. Let's go with this, but I'm
Okay.
getting the feeling the narrator's
here.
gonna lock the door.
Good luck.
You attempt to make your way
Yep.
out of the basement,
Locked.
but the door at the top of
Out.
the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into
I don't think the
place.
narrator likes us very much.
Is someone else here?
I already know none of these are gonna work.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, it's like I'm not listening to you, narrator.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard
Problem.
the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Correct.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Aye,
hesitates
I
before
forgot.
raising her arm
I
to her
forgot.
mouth, her teeth
I
tearing
forgot.
through her limb with the determination
Oh,
of a
God.
trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind
I
you.
forgot!
The clang of bouncing metal.
Maybe taking the blade was a mistake. This is far more horrid.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's
I
a
might have
time
already
to
messed
strike,
up, to be
it's
honest.
now. Or we could use it to free her.
Exactly.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I might still be fine. Okay, yes, we still have saved the prince. Good.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
Yeah, this
and
is
it takes
such
little effort to
dark
crack through the bone of
Oy.
her arm.
It's not nice to look at.
Her limb falls to the ground,
Oof.
and the heavy chains
It's just
follow
grim.
suit.
Very grim.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets
Woo!
yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping.
Everything's going
into the ground.
great.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Yep.
You
Time
can't
for
just let her
narrator
escape into the
interference.
world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your
Puts a
body
band-aid
steps
on her
forward and
cut-off
raises the
arm.
blade.
I'm not sure it's gonna do any good.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stuff. Where is it? Warn!
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Narrator's being a bit of a pain.
Your body
Not sure what to tell you.
The blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess
Dodge.
dodges, stumbling back
Good
against
job.
the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
The narrator.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm not so sure about that one. Everything was going fine, narrator. Nope, 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 nope,
The
nope.
blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
Glitchy boy.
the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Accurate. Narrator.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Sorry, narrator. We're going against you today. Oh, what's happening to YouTube? What? Are receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming? Error. What's happening there? Let me check on the stream. Yeah, no, that is buffering very hard. Jeez. What the? Let me check a few things. That is weird and should not be happening. Is my Wi-Fi dying? Download speed's fine. Chaos. Give it a second. It should connect it. Still on poor. Really? We're still... I'm guessing the speed test isn't any better. The download speed's fine. It's the upload speed that's... Oh, no, 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 no. Hold on. Back. Are we good? Maybe. I'm not so sure. My internet speed's fine again. I fixed that much. We're gonna start buffering again? Or does everything work? I don't know. This whole thing's weird. I think it's fine now. I'm gonna hesitantly keep going. Let me know if it keeps having issues. Hopefully it's good, but YouTube still seems to think otherwise. I can't tell. YouTube thinks it's still a poor connection. The stream seems fine. It's conflicting answers, so we'll see. I'm gonna take Elfie's word that it's fine for now, and we're gonna keep going.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest.
Wow, I'm
tearing
dying.
flesh and
Shocking
skin.
result, narrator.
Is
Maybe trying to kill the princess was a bad idea.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
No.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way.
She's a bit unstable. We'll put it that way.
I'm sorry.
But this is mostly the narrator's fault.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Slay the princess when the narrator takes over. I want to see what happened.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound
I guess
still
the
a stab
betrayal
wound.
might have been
It won't
something
be long
too.
before you bleed out.
There's so many things I gotta check.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive.
Yeah.
The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't
Narrator, you're
deny
so
the reality
snarky.
of what's happened.
You are so
You
snarky.
made your choice.
Okay,
It's over.
YouTube says the stream looks good now. So I have more confidence.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, so now we can move on to part 2.
You're on a
This is where I can
path
start making
with
different
roots,
choices.
And at the end of that path,
Unfortunately, we get to deal with a certain voice again.
and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yada yada yada. Been there, done that. I'm on to you, buddy!
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Fair.
Yes, he didn't approve of us.
There he is!
Did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Voice of the Smitten, welcome back. Monkey of Chaos, welcome. So many things to check, to look at, but remember, curiosity killed the cat. But the question is, who is the cat? One would think myself, but honestly, I don't know.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Narrator.
So all of the cards are on
Yep,
the table.
Voice of Smitten, he's
Know
quite a
that we
character.
and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Okay, I have a plan.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole
Oh
world for a
my god.
cheap. What can I say? A world without
Voice of
love is a
Smitten, you're not
world
helping your
that is
case.
worth saving.
God. We've been over this whole let's assume I'm correct thing. Let's just move on. It doesn't really seem to change anything.
Before you go,
Yeah, if she'll manipulate me, we
I
know.
told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's
Yeah,
your lies
yeah.
that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can.
The voice of Smitten is basically just a voice of the simp. He just...
I think we've already been over this.
I may be
Pretty
trying to
sure he
save
just
her,
likes
but
the
I'm not
sound of his
going
own
this
voice.
far. I hope Smitten trips.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Right.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin
So the
is
cabin's
clean and
changed.
elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries.
Somehow a mirror is hanging on a banner.
befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note
Not
is
really.
an ornate
I know
wooden
why,
table
but
with a pristine
that's complicated.
blade perched on its edge.
This mirror seems to exist and not exist at the same time.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Right. We're not taking your blade. And I'm not acknowledging the mirror because it'll just make things take longer. We've been over
The
it.
basement creaks open, revealing an
Mirror
intricate
doesn't exist,
stairwell.
yada yada yada.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight,
This is by far the nicest conditions the princess gets.
but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, Slayer
How
knows
dare
how to
you,
do her a
narrator.
favor.
It's not that bad.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Somehow she sounds even nicer than last time.
Her voice. It's somehow
No!
even more beautiful
No, I'm
than last
smitten!
time.
No!
I can hear wedding bells already.
God damn it.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know
Ay,
the princess.
ay, ay.
We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
It's just how smitten is here, I'm sorry.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Alright, we're managing
Walk
pretty well so
downstairs
far.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's
Goodness.
a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
I am going to save. Purely because I need to come back here at some point for another ending that I want to check. Whether or not it exists or not, I don't know. I bring my cursor to the bottom, it doesn't work. It just kinda... okay. I guess that's good to know.
My love, we're here to
Smitten is still being smitten.
Just and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear
God,
my words,
smitten.
but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing
Oh
hero.
my
I was so
god.
worried you wouldn't
A
come
cliche now.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
You're not wrong, narrator. You're not wrong.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings
True.
back in the woods,
True,
but
true.
this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Correct.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Not wrong.
Well, she killed us.
Complicated.
Only because he made us try and kill her.
Exactly.
Self-defense.
This is the
Our
one
beloved
case
hands remain
I'm on the side of
unstained by
Smitten. This is the one case where I'm like, Smitten, you raised good point. We wouldn't have died if it wasn't for the existence of the narrator.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world.
Nah,
Everything reset.
it's fine.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I didn't bring the knife. We still good, princess?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
No, I'd rather not.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed,
Smitten.
we won't even have to.
Smitten.
See how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with
Oh my
any
God.
idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic,
True, she did kind of
smiling
bite her
angel.
arm. Can't really argue this woman's very picky about how she gets out.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she
Oh, come on.
knows not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
No. I guess what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Very blunt answer. Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world? Is the narrator a liar?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have
No,
made
no,
you
no,
happy?
no, 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 no.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us
Smitten.
happy. My
Smitten.
heart melts further
Smitten.
with every word
Smitten.
that passes through her
Smitten.
beautiful lips.
I swear. If I type smitten, this is what Apple thinks it means. Makes sense.
Are you listening to her?
That's about what I would expect his face to be. No, I don't want the world to end, believe it or not.
Then I didn't end the world.
Huzzah!
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. Not
Yay.
so sure.
Killed me last time. I mean, we were trying to kill her. Kind of the only way. Rescue the princess!
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over
Yeah.
her body and force us to try
Yeah.
and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Exactly.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain
Ay, ay, ay.
titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
Oh, you very much would.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot
Smitten
of
is this and this and this.
And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
You're not wrong at all. That is very much how I'd define him. And it
Approach the
works.
princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. You're doomed. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Smitten, I swear.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up.
We
and
got a
seizes you
hug.
with a
Let's
joyful
go.
embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried.
Narrator.
And everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Anything is possible if you have love in your heart. No.
What do we do now?
Okay, this is the moment where I can make things go odd. I don't really feel like it.
That sounds perfect.
We leave!
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the
Bro!
world for our happy ending.
Smitten, bro! What are you saying?
I like to think that you do, actually.
God, I forgot how awful he is.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs.
Oh
hand
my
in
God.
hand. Ugh.
Ay,
She's
ay, ay.
smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
This is Smitten. God, we're just coming up with more and more emojis.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh
That's
no!
a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Correct.
Oh no! Did someone
Or at
lock
least
us in
normally.
here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
So matter of fact.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength
Bro.
of love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Exactly.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything
The
you will
princess
ever know.
is crying.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay. We open it together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers
Oh my
in love,
God.
you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
He's so
And
fed up.
the lock clicks.
Wow.
Creaks open. Are you kidding me?
This poor narrator's just losing at every turn now.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Okay, I think we're finally approaching the part where I want to try something.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for
Oh,
you to do
no,
the right
narrator,
thing.
I
Take
swear.
the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Take the blade and slay the princess. That's an option. You're not doing that.
If you're enjoying this,
That's not what I'm going for.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
There it is.
That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously,
Smitten.
we have to leave with her.
Smitten.
It's our happy ending.
For once, I'm not on your side, buddy. We stay here.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need
Let's
is
go.
each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Smitten, you're the one who objected.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love?
Smitten. Smitten.
Are we not enough for her?
Smitten.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Why not? We can be happy here.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you.
Oh, damn. The love story's cracking.
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Seems like the best solution. What is an ending?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Huzzah!
She doesn't seem happy about this.
We tried the other way. She just gets claimed by a bunch of hand things.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with
Smitten.
us.
Bro.
Can she?
Bro.
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No, it has to be him.
Oh my God!
If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things,
Bro.
if we just
Bro
showed
cannot
her
handle the idea that she's even
contents of
remotely
our
unhappy
heart,
with us.
she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks it's
Oh.
thought, your hands
Oh,
raise,
no.
fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No,
What are you doing?
absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do.
What are you doing?
What?
Smitten, what are you
What
doing?
is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall
I'm
forever.
concerned?
You plunge your nails into your chest, digging
What are we
deep,
doing?
grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
What are we doing?
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
The only thing that can be done. What do you mean? Why would we do this?
And yet, it's done.
But
Isn't
why
it?
though?
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you
Since when
pull
does
yourself
Smitten just get to
apart
take
inch
over?
by painful inch. Your exposed heart
Why?
framed by jagged ribs.
Why?
Throbs rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest.
Why?
The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Hey.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't.
Smitten,
know
are
she
you dumb?
wants.
She's horrified! What about this is good?
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
Smitten, I swear if you're... What?
It's beautiful.
What?
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Happily ever after?
You're on a path in the woods.
What?
Wait, we're clearly already in the cabin.
That mirror is still here.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
Complicated.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly...
Opportunist!
I'm sure
That's a new
this
one.
new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
Ay.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to
I'm
be
losing
here.
my mind.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well traveled, you know that. Yes?
Don't worry! She didn't leave. So it's fine.
Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal.
This doesn't even look like a
High
cabin
arched
anymore. It looks like we're in a
windows line the
castle.
walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns.
Bro
across the
reads your
stone
chat,
floor.
it glitched.
An
I
iron
mean,
chandelier
yeah,
hangs from
it's
the vaulted
glitchy.
ceiling. Its many
There's not much I can
candles
do
lit
about that. It's
with
just kind of the
flickering
thing about the
light,
game.
vaguely illuminating
Or is the
the
stream
massive
glitching?
room.
Do you mean the
This is
screen?
a
Like,
house
the
fit
entire
for
stream?
royalty.
Like, is it buffering or something? I can check real quick. The game glitching is kind of just a thing. It happens. The stream itself. Looks fine on my end. I'm not seeing any problems with it. So I'm buffering. Maybe try refreshing your page. That might work. It could also just, be your internet connection. I apologize, though. Either way. Hopefully it gets better. Anyway. Back to the game. Oh! I can see my cursor! Let's go! Never mind, it's gone. I forgot if I click off the game, it shows.
Before you,
Man.
there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
I mean, there's the table, but yeah, you're right. There's no blade. Does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that, she used it to kill us.
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's
Exactly.
ever been important. Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right.
Well, last time we were with Smitten. Smitten is gone. Therefore, we should be fine.
But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place.
You're not
I
wrong.
think.
In
But at the very
every
least, it's
single
important.
area so far, it's always shown up. Hey, where's the voice of Smitten? He was here last time. And it's not like him to be quiet.
Yeah. He was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay?
That's true. Normally the voices kind of like stack upon each other. They don't just disappear.
We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the
Maybe you are the dagger. That'd be something.
Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
And we all know the mirror isn't there. So, on the other hand, it's blocking the door, so I guess we do have to talk about it. Okay.
What is there to say about it? It's a mirror. Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows,
no, there's
the
a mirror.
table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement.
But as usual, the mirror is invisible to them. That just is.
My bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it. I see it. Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you.
So do I.
Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Sure. Approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves?
Reach forward, and it's gone.
Reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
Yeah, that mirror never sticks around. It just doesn't.
It's gone. I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality. And then you push the door
You
open.
saw it too, you...
Marvelous.
Ah.
We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up.
This is
They
so
draped in
different.
foam
What?
carpets, Too, one that feels pleasantly
I'm
soft against your
caught
feet.
off guard.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is
Yeah, no,
nice.
this is...
It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
It's not even a cabin anymore, bud. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
True.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
So far, I've yet to see the world end. And last time we didn't even die. Well, we died actually, no, Spitton murdered us. So at the end of the other one, we didn't die, and everything was fine.
Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Bro, what? Bro, what?
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to.
I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Oh,
Gotta
goodness.
say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem?
I mean, she's been nice so far.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Narrator, narrator, narrator. Proceed up the stairs.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the
Bro,
room in warm,
this isn't a
comforting
cabin.
light.
This is just a straight up
enough to
castle.
illuminate the tapestries along
Swear.
every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance.
So
Many cloth
corny.
eyes are fixed on each other.
That's just how this
Gazes
route is
averted
going.
From the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the
Okay,
princess's
so the
neck.
blade does exist.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling
Bro.
back into place.
Narrator,
All you have
bro.
to do is cross the room, push.
Not
a
happening.
little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, what's the rush?
We're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words
Yeah.
leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you.
Weird.
You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
What is this place? What are we supposed to do now? You mentioned dinner. Excuse me, get up. Silently push yourself from your seat, or slay the princess. I'm still looking to be on the good side, so, dinner.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames
Let's
burn
go!
bright, and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in.
It's just a
I'm sure
magic
you're
castle
hungry.
now, okay?
Am I ever? Look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah. And after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that,
This is so
we
wacky.
deserve a break.
We
You begin to feast, and the princess follows
We're
suit.
just
her
going with
soft
it.
smile never fading.
We're just going with it.
The food is more exquisite than you ever could have
I mean, so
imagined.
far things have gone
You
well.
sample
Can't imagine they'll go wrong
countless
now.
worldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance.
I'm sure
across
there's
your
something for not going with our hospitality deal. So we'll have to come back at some point. Good food indeed.
tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a
Goodness.
flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had.
Woo!
But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
That's surprising. Is the food not real?
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
Shadow washes across the table,
It's back.
clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good.
Weird.
Again, you tear into golden, crispy flesh.
What's
dab
happening?
A slurry of
That's my
aromatic
question.
sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread. Sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal.
Not
And
wrong.
You didn't even have to clear
Still
the
food.
dishes. I'm happy.
Still weird.
And then it's over. And you're just
Yeah.
as hungry.
Is the
as when
food
you
just
began.
not real?
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
The shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old
Okay.
and laying out the new. And so you do it again.
Weird.
The meat is fine, the bread
She
is
seems
fine. You sample the side dishes and they're
displeased.
fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate,
Hmm.
instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it
Weird.
down and it fills again.
Not
You do
good
not
this time.
drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be
progressively
made.
getting worse.
What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste.
Honestly, I'd argue the opposite, but okay, opportunist.
Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry.
So yeah, this
as when
food
you
just
began.
seemingly isn't real. It doesn't
Again.
do anything for us.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time.
That's true.
It
The
shouldn't
food
taste like this.
didn't change. It just reduced in quality despite looking the same. I don't know how that works, but that's the best way I can describe it.
Again,
All right, here we go
shadow
again.
Places your feast, and again.
Is it gonna get worse?
The meat is greasy.
Yep.
The bread is tough.
It's
its
gotten
crust
worse.
hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey
Ay,
vegetables
ay,
are
ay.
barely worth the effort of picking through.
Or you
don't even
liked
touch
it
the
less.
goblet.
I guess, but
Sickly
that
sweet
doesn't
aroma
explain, like,
utterly
as it says,
unappealing.
the bread being tough. That's not a matter of opinion. That's just a thing that is.
I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make. right?
Opportunist. Listen, my guy. There comes a point where it's not
kidding.
worth it.
We were eating like kings, and now we're eating like pigs.
See, there we go.
At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time.
True. He's not wrong there.
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Concerning. Smitten is back. It's right on the plate. No.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark.
Yeah.
Losers
Yeah.
sit in the dark.
Yeah, the dark isn't
I want to sit in a
ideal.
brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, weakly wife.
You're starting to sound like
Response to the
Smitten.
dousing of their brother. The other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Possibly concerning if it ever hits the banners. Oh, never mind. They're back to normal. Okay. What just happened? Did you make that torch go out?
I didn't mean to.
Oh no, they're raging again. No. It's fine. It's fine. Don't panic. Don't panic.
She's
Don't panic.
being defensive. And we all know being defensive is
Opportunist.
a sign of weakness.
Opportunist. It's just a torch. Don't worry about it. Plenty of light. Reassurance.
Yeah. We just have to keep the rest lit, and everything will be okay.
Exactly.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
We should do something fun. Wouldn't that be nice?
True.
What if we played a game?
Let's hope the game doesn't reduce in quality as we go.
Yes, I love games. I'm great at them.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames
All right.
roar, and the shadow comes dancing across the
You got
table.
cards.
It leaves behind an intricate game.
This is interesting, though. I'm curious what it all means.
Its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
All right.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Sure.
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules
Opportunist.
as we want.
Opportunist.
And we will. Don't worry, I am
Opportunist!
excellent at cheating.
We're
You'll
not
never
cheating.
suspect a thing. I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know?
Hey. Smitten is taking over the opportunist. It's just Smitten in disguise.
What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here.
Opportunist, I'm going to dislike you.
You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception.
So far.
And then, the climax, as she places her final
So I'm guessing the
piece.
quality of the game is going to go down as we go, because I feel like this is kind of like the feast all over again. We're going to say to play again, and stuff's going to happen. Now, the Smitten is in the room, but somewhere else. A poor Smitten. We're combining their names now.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
I mean, we kind of made them up as we go. It's kind of hard to get them wrong in that case.
And so you start over.
And here we go again.
She only made us start over because we were winning.
Opportunist. No.
Time passes. You play the game.
Smitten Tunist. Just keeps going.
Boom. And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Opportunist. Shush.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
And here we go again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
That's fine. I don't mind. Can't win every time.
Oh, I won. I guess we
It's
can
going
play
fine
again.
so far, I would say.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
Huh.
This isn't
Weird.
fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch.
Oh, no.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
That's not quite how it works.
Yeah. The shadow descends
I accidentally
on the
skipped
board
one,
once
but
again. More
fair
pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear. and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
Alright, here we go again.
And so you do.
Jeez, we've stacked cards!
In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life.
Alright.
But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind.
Yeah, that's gonna quickly lose its effect,
vanishing
though.
as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination.
You can't do the same thing repeatedly. Sure, you can change it a bit, and that might help, but that doesn't work forever.
Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
Yay. Bro, your chat is stuck on McDonald's Wi-Fi, lol. Can you fix it? I can, probably. I'm guessing it's because I had to reset. Let me just... This might work. It is going to blank out what was chat before. Because all I can really do is reload it. And it only accepts new messages, so... We'll see if that works. Hopefully. I've never had to, like, disconnect and reconnect the stream before. It's a new one. Let me do a test message. Test message. Never mind. Let's see if yours goes through. It goes through. We're working. Cool. Apologies for chat being broken, but on the bright side, the actual YouTube chat should save after the stream, so we have that at the very least. Anyway, back to the video game.
I'm out of ideas.
Nah.
I'm actually out of ideas this time. I
mean, hey,
don't think I can play anymore.
we can do other things. Variety is the spice of life. We can't just play games forever.
As the words leave the princess's mouth,
no.
another torch goes out.
Oh.
Again, the remaining flames burn brighter.
Great.
And the shadow dances faster.
That's not good. We should probably stop trying things, Princess. I'm gonna be honest, it's not going well.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful. Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time
Opportunist.
together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then
That's
all
not
those
how it
lights will
works.
Stay on and keep showing
That's
us
not
the
how it
cool stuff
works.
we have. Yeah, sure.
What is this place? That's my question.
It's our happy ending. Just like you asked for.
Ah!
It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
And when things go wrong, the torches go out. But are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate. Her
Maybe not the best question. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Between you.
Yes. Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
Come on, be honest. That's rough. It's probably best we go with this than trying something else. Oh no!
The princess's shadow dances
furiously
against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
I have no idea. That's true, the shadows aren't real. We probably should go with this.
We do, don't we?
Yep.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
And there we go.
Sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
The sad truth. We're gonna go with this.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Your fault. We were all just trying to make things work here.
Yeah,
It just didn't
I guess.
happen that way. I don't think this is the sort of thing anybody needs to apologize for. Even if we both feel empty. Even if an important part of us is gone.
The princess's eyes dart.
I mean, this in the end was my choice. It's kind of my fault.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Back
Do
face to
you-
face.
Still care about me?
I'd say yes. Whatever you had between us wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. No, slay the princess, say nothing. We're still not here to slay her, so... we'll go with this. I think.
Oh, I wasn't
Okay.
expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so
Exactly.
maybe this
We have
wasn't
that
that
at least.
bad.
At least in this route. Other routes have gone hauntingly worse.
But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Oh boy, narrator's not gonna like that much. Let's do that one.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth
Let's
curl
go.
into a demure smile.
Ay,
She
ay,
gently
ay.
takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing
You know?
you've ever felt.
I've never really considered what happens if you go for the same route multiple times in this. Because the whole thing about the ending is part of it depends what you did.
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
Yeah, that... Oh, you can't! Oh! I never even tried the first time, so I wasn't sure, honestly. Okay.
He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss.
But yeah, no, they do raise a fair point.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Really?
Well, this is less work for us anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
This is oddly
And
somber.
then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me. Even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely.
The
I do.
narrator's so somber, jeez.
He's really gone, isn't he? No boss anymore? No one left to tell us what to do? I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
Not how this goes.
The stars are so beautiful.
Quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
We should dance.
Still going. Surprisingly. The narrator dies! Not wrong, but also, damn, that's a rather blunt way to put it. She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move. A soft, sad smile widening and widening, until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits. Only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever. And then...
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice. Even if
It
it's
is.
a little cold outside.
But there's always an end. And there's the hands. And thus ends this run. Bro, there's a dagger on your neck. You're gonna die. Here we go again.
She's gone. Where did she go?
This is the same old.
Is that a mirror?
Yep. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even begin to look for her. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
I'm sorry, buddies. We're approaching the mirror. It's the end of the run.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Ignore him. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time you see what's in it. And there we have us. You are alone in the place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yep. So here we are again. A lot here. I never really... Like, there's options at the bottom here for, like, attack the entity, destroy your body. I never really chose these. And I don't know what they do. So out of a curiosity, we're going to save here. And I'm going to see what happens. Because I'm curious. So let's try attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Makes sense. Destroy my body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay, so those are kind of just non-choices. They don't do anything. Okay, fair enough. Let her out of there. Damn. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have.
Okay, I think I've seen this one. Yeah, the skip button's available.
The space we're in is vacant.
I've seen that one. Let her out of there?
I'm
I
sorry.
haven't seen that one.
There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Just how it goes. We know each other.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Yeah. There's not really anything I don't really know. This is a entity of sorts. It's hard to describe. What happens now?
As we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Yep, you gotta get... I think it was 5 that I did last time. If not more.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
True.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Yep, okay. I guess the first one? Never really clicked that.
I have not lived, I am not afraid to die.
Sounds about right. You're kind of a ethereal being. I guess we could click this one, sure.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now.
Hmm.
Unfinished, dry,
Non-ending.
hollow.
I guess we'll go with this one?
You ask of things that cannot be done.
Okay, I've seen that one before. I guess let it be. I think I've gone down that path before. What if we wait? I always went with it. What if I wait?
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world?
I've never really been quite sure what to make of this.
Repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, is the game gonna close? Oh, it closes! Oh, it closes! That's one way to end the game. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Okay. Let me get that back open. Not even the main menu. Not even the main menu. Give it a sec. It should pop up in a moment. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. There we go. Back on stream. Alright. Make me forget. I will. Oh, okay. I will. They won't. I guess. I can't hear anything. Stupid thing, just picking a different... I hate this. Hold on, hold on. Luckily, we're back in the beginning, so there literally can't be anything different here. That's fine. Come on. Okay. If I do that, does it work? Okay, there we go. I got it working. Apologies. This stuff tends to be a bit finicky. So, we've seen this before. This is familiar. So let's just skip ahead. And yeah, we're back at the start, effectively. Okay. Let's just go to the cabin and go with the slaying her route. There's a couple things different I could do there.
The cabin. The interior of the cabin. You take the...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase of...
Yep.
Who's there?
Okay, so taking the blade is what prompts her to be less friendly. I did kind of wonder, but... Okay, that confirms it.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if... Don't
Yep.
let it fool you.
Yep. I guess we're here to kill you!
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, it's the
You
same one.
weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Alright. We're doing this without checking.
Your grip
So
on
this
the
should
blade
work.
tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking. I'm probably chained up in this basement for
Yep,
so.
yep,
You should
yep.
just.
She's unarmed.
Slay.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look.
So yes,
Oh,
she
this is
dies.
it.
This is
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
add that seed of
She's
doubt.
convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying,
Yeah.
she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it?
So this is roughly where I'm going to
Breathing
switch
moments ago.
paths.
Is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Woo!
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs,
Never done
closing
this.
the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong
Narrator,
with you if you didn't
come on,
feel
man.
at least a little bad.
You're the one who's like
But it
convinced
was
us
for
to
the
do
greater
this.
One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
What the?
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now...
Narrator,
is
the world
vast
seems pretty
emptiness
ended now.
of someplace
I feel like
far
killing the
away.
princess was not the right move.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry.
Oh, you...
You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Really? I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the Worth.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of
I
eternity.
don't
Your
care for
reward.
this one, to be honest, narrator.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Really? Really?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even
Ay,
decades.
ay, ay.
It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Weird.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I'd like to think so, but I don't have a plan.
I
This
do. But you're probably not going to like it.
Okay.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
The narrator can hear us, by the way, so I'm not sure how this is going to go.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
It's not
Do you
wrong.
hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Be honest, Shame. This isn't satisfying.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
We already know that's not how that works. The narrator can hear you. Can he hear us? Thank God this
Thank
helped.
you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You
Jeez.
ingrate. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Alright.
The princess's
What?
body is dust
Okay, it
and
really has
bones,
been that
but
long.
The blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Okay.
The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre?
You're on a path in the... You're here to slay her.
Same old, same old. Killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second.
Back to this. Not too surprisingly.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then that's fine.
Voice of the Cold!
Hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. Those are two very different.
Same.
Say for a moment that this really is the second time. You
Same.
died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen.
I guess no, toward the end we weren't listening. Fine.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Right.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point?
Yeah.
Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the...
Yep.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how
Same.
you failed to slay the princess. What would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter.
Fair question.
Because we didn't fail to slay her.
You're
If she's really back,
not
which I
wrong.
doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled,
I don't blame Voice of the Cold for being
she's
skeptical.
not
I'm
the
skeptical
only
too, to be
one
honest.
in need of slaying. Just stay focused, will you?
Proceed.
Oh, she will.
We just go. We've seen this before.
The interior of the cabin is cold.
This is different.
A soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging.
It's like a
the shutters
haunted
against
cabin
the
this
windows.
time. If I had to
The
guess.
only furniture of note
Since
is an elegant
The
antique
Spectre
table
was the name of
with
the
a
chapter.
pristine blade perched on the
And
edge.
that's usually related to ghosts.
The blade is your implement. You'll need
course,
it
it's
if
the
you want to
mirror,
do this
but-
right.
The mirror never does anything for us,
It
so...
feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Let's just enter the basement. I had a feeling the blade's a bad idea in
The
this
door to
game.
the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Guess who's back? Welcome back, Lucky Luigi. Welcome
You
back.
can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here,
You always say that.
slaying her would probably
Always.
be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the
And...
final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Okay.
A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay. She's
Woo!
definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
You know, I get the feeling I can't kill a ghost with the blade, so I still don't feel bad for leaving it behind.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost!
Yep.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Voice of the Cold,
What's
come
a
on.
ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
Right, you remember. I always forget that detail.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Concerning. Considering we murdered you last
Her
time.
touch is
I can't
cold,
imagine you're very
ethereal,
happy with us.
formless, yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again.
I'm not sure you can kill a ghost.
We don't.
Still, let's save real quick, because I'm not... This might be another split path I could take advantage of. Let's wait and say things play out for now, though.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Didn't think I could kill a ghost, to be honest.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Damn. You're not wrong, you did threaten me.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you.
I guess.
Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the line?
The knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening.
Yeah, I'm just saying things, to be honest. It's not convincing at all. I fully intended to stab.
Would be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
I won't hurt you, she says. Can't kill a ghost with that attitude. She's a ghost! But how would a knife work? I guess we'll say this to the narrator. We already killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no change in what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
How do I kill a ghost, narrator?
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know.
It's a ghost!
Slay her. And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean.
Come on,
So
narrator.
why don't you go ahead?
We've been over
and
this.
tell us? You're going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again.
Exactly.
Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
True. Okay. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
It'd be weird if that was why, but okay.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. And not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older.
Really?
And deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Are
True.
we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I prefer if we didn't die again. If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of...
Yeah, no, I don't intend to. I'm just
yet.
trying to get her motivation.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help.
Ay,
either
ay,
of
ay.
us.
At least we have that.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill
I'm
yourself.
joking. I was just trying to get her
Keep your
attention.
suicidal
Come
tendencies
on.
in
I just want to go home.
check. And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
I can assume the mirror.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? she's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening...
I mean, she's a ghost. Again, you can't kill a ghost in most cases. I'm just supposed to accept that you can in this case. I don't know. I guess with apologies?
Too little, too...
Oh,
She's
damn.
not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should.
True.
We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world.
Doubt.
You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Is there a way of you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
Your streams earlier if possible. I generally can't. Again, my schedule is literally just that busy. I stream this late because I kind of have to. Just kind of how it is.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, I'm not alone. I've tried.
Okay.
Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always
Okay.
wound up right back here.
Weird, but I kind of get it.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything?
A fair
Walk
question.
out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
You're not wrong, voice of the cold, but come on.
And you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Ah. That's where we're going, okay.
After all, you own me.
Boy.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
The ghost angle is interesting, I gotta give it that.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Good question, actually.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
True.
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I'm just incredibly curious now. Let's say this one.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Don't much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough as it is. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
I guess this one?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
True. Screw it, let's do it!
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Okay.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Stop it! I don't like.
She rushes
Creepy.
forward and then
Creepy.
she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
Okay.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Too late.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Okay then.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy.
Oh, I thought that would be the end. It's
But
not.
we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flit back
Okay.
open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied.
Oh, true.
Reading your every move.
True. She can hear them now.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
True.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty significant detail.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises
yeah,
some questions about certain
yeah,
other
I could understand that
voices in
concern.
here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to me?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Right.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. Obvious.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this.
What would you have me do then, narrator? Huh? Leave.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
Door gonna close?
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
That seems to be his impression, though.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside
Complicated.
of the world.
Complicated.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open the door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the
We're
backdrop
there.
of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open
Alright.
door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or
No.
maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
I got my doubts.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Charge for it.
You You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead.
We're on this
dragging
path, we're
across the
staying on this
floorboards,
path.
growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift
All
your
right.
shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as
All
you twist
right.
it. And then
I found the
door
narrator's
closed.
font on Facemoji.
Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
That's how this goes. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, actually. Normally, the thingy, like, takes whatever vessel the princess is in, but we are currently the vessel.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here.
True.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or
it's
on top
so
of the other
complicated.
world but not in it, or
So very
have
complicated.
we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Alright. Hey! And that means now you'll get taken, I'm guessing. That's how this goes. You don't get to stick around.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
And yep, there it is. There it is. Every time. Mirror. Mirror.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yay.
But it feels so bad.
Same old, same
We're
old.
Looking into it right. You don't need to comfort him. Okay.
Alright.
Whatever makes you happy.
And so we begin again. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. What's it this time? You've grown. Long quiet once again. There we go. So now you're a ghost.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you
All
are
right.
ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. I guess it's this one.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible.
Okay.
The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Makes sense. Suppose I'm ready to go back. Not much else to say. I've seen most of this.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
And there we go. Another end. Another beginning.
You're on a path in the woods.
Right.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the...
So let's see real quick. It's not the menu I thought it would be. Really quick, we're going to... Or at least I'm going to click on this, because, yeah, I can see what we've got so far, so I can figure out what we want to do next. So, we've now done the Spectre. The remains of violence free from hesitation. Right here before she can try. Okay. I guess we could try that one. That one I think I understand.
You're here to... I'm talking... Don't... Look, you're... While I have never... And before you cause that... And let...
Just go to the cabin, honestly.
You make your way up the short part of the wall. She will... We're not going to ignore...
Yep. Been there. Done that.
The interior of the cabin is almost... The blade is your implement.
We're entering the basement bladeless.
The door to the base... Her voice...
Hello?
We got the nice princess.
Don't
So yeah,
let
that
it
is the
fool
difference
you.
that
It's
changes
all
that.
part of
Okay.
the manipulation.
Gotcha.
You're playing a...
Just continue.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Seen it?
Would be better if you had a weapon, but you may. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging.
Hi.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
We're gonna chat. Because we need a version of the princess that's betrayal. Name.
Oh.
There is no name. So princess is your name. No. Let's go with this
Of
one.
course I'm locked up down.
The first person you've seen in a while we've been eating or
I don't see
drinking.
what that has to do with anything.
Try this one. We'll go with this one.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I...
We'll go with this one.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully, it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Not necessarily. I need to be able to trust you first, but also that's kind of not what we're going for at the moment.
There's
More
going to be
questions.
plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
Okay. Gonna go with, I guess, this?
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
It's not gonna work, but you know.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky, so I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way
wait.
out of here.
Alright,
It would
betrayal.
make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
So yeah, this comes about when you don't trust her. Again, a lot of this kind of just seems to reflect on what do you currently think of her? She is what you think she is. If that makes sense.
You have to make
At least
a
for the
choice.
beginning.
Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Lock her in the
I know you
basement!
think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we
It
just
is
stay
new,
here
at
and
the
keep
very
watch.
least.
No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
The door gonna close, or is it actually gonna let us?
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip
boy, oh
these
boy, oh
chains.
boy.
And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't.
Yeah, you'd
She
think.
needed our help to get out of here. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Sticking to the plan.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly
Table.
barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
It's not gonna work.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off. Your eyelids
Table
heavy with
bets
fatigue.
locked.
But
Working
sleep
through your
doesn't come.
basement bank account
Instead,
looks
your rest
like
is broken by a
phone
piercing,
number.
wailing voice calling
That's
out
a lot.
to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Oh boy, she slipped the chain.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you
Yay.
did, but I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep. That's a terrible idea.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
I guess.
Put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can.
No.
Huddle up against
No, don't do it. Don't sleep.
to wake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped.
Why would you
The door
sleep?
to the basement
Why
is
would you
ajar,
sleep?
Its lock broken and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that
Oh god.
basement.
That's oh god.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves.
We're screwed.
First your toes go numb.
She's even more goats-like than
then your
before.
feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer.
I think we're dead.
One silent
I think we're very
time,
dead.
cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds.
We are
left.
very dead.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
I mean, there's usually a loop.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark.
And
And
you
you
die. The Nightmare! We're somewhere
On a
new.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
Simul.
you're here to slay. A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first. If he doesn't remember what happened. Shh. What if he hears us?
Paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said,
Nope.
we could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Proceed.
Oh, I don't...
Doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
The interior
Oh.
of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls
no.
almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its
Oh,
side
no.
in the corner of the room.
Oh
A
no.
pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need
There
it
are
if you want to do
faces
this
in the
right.
windows.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last
You're
time.
not wrong.
It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
They are in the windows.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Don't care about the mirror.
Oh, we should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favors.
Screw it! We do it anyway, buddy.
You cross over the threshold,
uh-huh.
onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
That's weird. I don't like it.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending
Oy.
into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You always say it, no matter what the area looks like.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Elfie the elf says hello, but glitchy.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Good boy.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
We're gonna talk.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
He didn't say it in the epilogue. Listen, he was going to. He's like, damn, this doesn't fit at all. Don't care.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the
What in the
floor should
world?
be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere.
Oy.
There's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Yeah, it is weird.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and
What?
it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Good boy. We go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs
Her dress is
suddenly
black.
go numb.
That's different.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood
Oy.
begins to coagulate, It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver,
Jeez.
nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back.
We're back.
Heart,
We're back.
lungs. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once
Really?
more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes
Okay,
shoot
we're back
open as you
again.
gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Heart. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose
We
sight
don't have
of
a blade.
your mission. Liver.
So, not like we can do much.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
I see.
I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Check the viewers, it's only me. True.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
If you need me alive, then why threaten me on the stairs?
liver,
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
lungs.
Only because a certain someone keeps keeping my bodily functions alive.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Jeez. Yeah, at times the viewer count gets a bit finicky. I think YouTube's concurrent viewers stat basically gets confused if anyone's even like a little bit off the current moment of the stream. So like, let's say YouTube buffers for a moment. YouTube will basically stop thinking of you as a concurrent viewer for a bit until it catches up again. If that makes sense. But even then, it's finicky. So it's hard to say for sure.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
I am what I am. It's not my
Ah!
fault you can't handle being around me.
Liver,
Okay.
heart, lungs, liver.
And what if I refuse to let you out?
We're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Static.
Hello?
A skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear. No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out.
Lungs, liver.
And then, when you die,
Jeez.
somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Right, okay.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
Glitching again?
Lungs, liver, nerves.
Yeah, honestly, my best guess for that is just refreshing it. I can look again, but I think it's fine. YouTube hasn't complained yet. No, stream is lagging. It's not just... Okay. Let me see.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
My version of the stream is fine.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
At least pulling up, like, the page itself.
heart, lungs,
It's not buffering or anything.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Let me run an internet speed test.
Lungs,
Check if that's working.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Yeah, no.
lungs,
All this looks
liver,
fine.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Not
liver,
sure.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Yeah, I think again, if things start breaking, it might just be reload the page is your best bet. Not sure. Anyway, cursor as usual leaves. Let's see.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Could say this. I don't know if it'll work, but we can try it.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
It's not quite what I meant.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Run!
And run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other. Liver,
You poor, poor thing.
nerves,
Wrong choice.
liver. You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again. Lungs, liver,
That is so creepy.
heart, lungs,
You're always going to be a coward.
lungs, liver,
Okay.
nerves, heart, lungs,
It's certainly one way to put it.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, 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 lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Okay, onward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it
boy.
down.
That's
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold.
That's
the
not
complete
grand.
reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death,
Oh.
birth again, decay and bloom. A million stitches
Jeez.
from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No, 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 no.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself.
What in the world?
It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life.
Jeez.
Love. Children. A steady career.
Weird.
Recognition from your peers. Here one moment.
Get off.
Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis.
What is happening?
It is. Anger. Rage.
What does this all even mean?
Poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. No. What's happening to us?
I have no idea, frankly.
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? What are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Oh my god, what the hell? What? The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the...
What?
Shit! What?
What?
Who are we?
Huh?
What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's
Voice of the
all so
broken.
Fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. What? You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Yep. As usual.
I guess. It feels so long
The
ago,
law.
like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Yeah, that never works out, buddy.
Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way that
Opportunist?
if you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to
Oh
keep
god,
her
they're all here.
forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How
Oh
many
boy,
times
that's all.
do I have to tell
We
you
got all the
to
voices
snuff
again.
out your
Interesting.
heart? We can't be unfeeling.
At least all the negative
Fear
ones.
everywhere. There's There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her.
Oh God,
So
Smith is
we
here.
have
Nope,
to
it's all of them.
Free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel
Bro.
would be more pure than any
Bro.
other love.
Smithson's back.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
You would think, but we're apparently a number of chapters ahead now.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Feels so disjointed. I don't know if it's off. We can't actually answer his question.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only
Oh my
one
God!
that's right.
Smithson, I swear, you're like the worst.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Question.
Many times.
Really?
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, from my perspective, it's only twice. So many voices for some reason.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
Unless we kind of like skipped ahead.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you.
That is how it goes, generally, yeah.
There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Interesting perspective. This makes sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Contrarian, I swear!
Shut up. You were here.
What?
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
I'm very puzzled.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb,
What?
but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe
Uh-huh.
you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the
Oi.
one receiving the present moment?
This sort of thing's always confusing.
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
True.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I?
Ugh.
What am I? What?
There's so many
is
voices now.
I? They're good questions. Great questions, even.
Ay, ay, ay.
And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do because we always find her. And if we don't find her, she always finds us.
True.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back.
Ay, ay, ay.
Your only option is to silence them.
Proceed.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen
Bro, go to
trees
the
as
cabin.
you
Stop
grasp at the
wasting my
darkness for a
time.
way
Our
forward.
time. Oi! This is my playthrough. I can do what I want. I'm curious. I want to know the thing.
But eventually, you do make it to the
There's not even a cabin. It's
Or
just the
rather, you
mirror.
make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a
What?
cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies.
The mirror is the cabin. The mirror is the cabin. Both don't exist.
And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is
Yeah, I
no
can't say they're wrong. You never
know
say the
that
mirror's
as
there.
well as I do.
There is one though.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to
Can you
the
play
others.
Doors with chat control
That's why you
again?
always lose.
Maybe not. Honestly, don't really know what I'd do differently for that currently, because, like, I've done it twice before, and I never really get anywhere, and you can only do that so many times before it kind of just stops being interesting, I guess, if that makes sense. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Alright, approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of
The cabin.
the cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
The mirror always disappears.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make
Yeah, I'm the best choice maker, obviously.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the
Ay,
same as
ay,
the
ay.
exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty.
Can I play
isolated.
Roblox
There's
again?
just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in.
There isn't a lot on Roblox that interests me.
Unsettling as it may
Doors
be.
is more of an exception. Just because Doors has so much effort and it's just a cool concept. I can always look at stuff, but honestly, it's mostly just dependent on, does something on Roblox catch my attention at the moment? If so, I'll probably play it, but for the moment, there's not much. If that makes sense.
The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Do we get a choice? You have to take the blade or take the blade. Nope, okay, they're both
Reach
basically
out
the
to
same.
take the
Oh,
blade, but as you do, the ground beneath
well,
you
okay, blade's gone.
the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss.
Ay,
It
ay,
is so very deep in the bowels of the earth.
Oh god. Oh god.
Something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are.
Yeah,
My
boy.
toy has finally come to finish its job.
With every word she speaks, the princess
She just keeps getting
moves closer.
creepier and creepier.
You dragged yourself for so much longer than you had to.
Closer.
But it was always just a matter of time.
This is like the scariest route so far.
And closer.
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Oh boy.
And what's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun.
I
Doing me
don't like
together,
the sound.
exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you
Oy.
a page if you want. Gilded and everything.
Ay.
Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you, and you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her out.
Yeah, no, I don't have a choice. Quite literally, you're just an object, a tool. You once were something else, a long time ago. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Yeah, I have no choice.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate
you. God, the narrator.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Ah, boy.
Why is it so cold?
There's always an end, princess. Always. That's how it goes. You don't get to a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again.
Probably the most voices I'll ever have with the mirror.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
No, not quite.
It will be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it.
This man really wants to smash that mirror.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'll
They're
do
on
that.
board for once.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel
That's
bad
weird.
about it.
They normally vanish the moment I go close to it, not a moment later.
It feels okay.
What?
Feels gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end.
Huh.
I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Is in your reflection. Voices are gone. What's our decayed, right? Or withered. Same difference. Point is, we're not doing great. And there it is again. Different, yet ever the same. Hello!
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Yeah, those are all choices I've seen before. Nothing new. Alright, in that case, we go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
We are running out of runs. I think it's 2 more before it reaches the climax. At least if I recall.
You're on a path in the woods.
Here we go again.
And at the end of that path,
But real quick, we gotta go to that memories tab again to decide what I want to do now. So we've got options. So we got the nightmare. And we got the moment of clarity. So yeah, getting down multiple routes within a route is very helpful. Because some of them go down sooner than others. There's usually a way. There's a lot here. Not really sure where to go from here. Might as well try something new, though. So some of these are Chapter 3, which some of them you can't get because you can't do same chapter 2 twice in one playthrough. That makes sense. Okay. At the very least, we could try something new. Just gotta try something new, I guess. Alright. There's never any point in saying much. Just go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
In we go.
The interior of the cabin is the blade is your...
Do you want to go with a blade route, or do you want to go with a not blade route? Let's go with a non-blade route. We're gonna do talking to her again.
The door her voice
Hello?
is don't. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you walk down the stairs and lock. She's beautiful.
Yeah, same old same. Okay.
Okay.
Going to inspire distrust, because I've done that route before, but I'm gonna try a different way about it. Let's go this
Thank
way.
you. You turn back to the stairs.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Yes,
You
things are gonna
better
go
hope for your
for-
own
Slip these chains. She has to be bluffing.
Yep,
but
she'll say that.
You rush
Get
up
the
to
blade.
the first floor, grabbing the blade. Okay.
Seen it.
If we're sure about this,
Yep, okay. We're back here. Hello?
Why don't you come closer?
Seen that. Let's finish this.
your eyes dart to the corners of the room.
So last time I
You don't see
died.
her.
I don't know if there's a way to survive necessarily, but I'm gonna try. In fact, let's real quick save again. 'Cause I don't really know
Where
the
is
best
she?
way. We'll try it. I don't think I investigated the arm. I started watching you 2 weeks ago. That is true. You've been on for quite a while at this point. And I got this. I don't think I investigated the
As you
arms.
step
At the very least, I
towards the
might.
severed
Oh,
limb, you hear the pattering of feet.
Well,
behind
damn.
you, that is soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate.
okay.
against
We're going
the
with she's
stairs.
escaping. I guess that's one way.
Turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead.
Makes sense.
She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the
Well.
top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place.
Well,
No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
With those parting words, the princess walks
Well.
away. Her quiet footsteps eventually.
that went about as poorly as it could.
She leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck
Yeah, we're very screwed.
alone. It can't just end like this, right?
Oh, but it can.
As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm
Sorry, but it's over.
but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Okay. The witch! I'm somewhere else! I started watching you since Baldi on hard mode?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here.
Good old deja vu, da 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 da. Cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Don't worry.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is
Very
a mess
different.
of twisted
More like a
roots.
tree
The
now.
walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The blade is always ever present.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
True.
That's
True,
not
true.
actually a bad idea.
Into the basement. Mirrors, never been anything. I'm not
The
starting
door
now.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase.
There are some really good
down to the
chapters
earth
coming from
below.
this one, if you
The
can get
ceiling
them.
is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Okay. Right, I love this path.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Okay.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her
Every
a favor.
time. Every
A
time.
voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be
Oh
scared.
my god.
Probably won't bite.
I'm not
But
nasty.
you are.
How dare you?
Wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
No. Just no.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud.
Opportunist,
I'm the
opportunist,
kind of guy who likes a
opportunist.
discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Alright.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
More animalistic, and yet not. The same as the other one.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Okay.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
She has her ways.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Correct.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste
So it
time
goes.
fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
True. True. That I did. Let's try this.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh, okay. That's concerning.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I think she already found it, buddy. But all right. True. I did it technically.
That That is an exceptionally good point.
I don't know if she cares, considering intentions.
And you were the conniving beast that left in search of steel to slay me. Just because I won and you lost doesn't mean I'm to blame for bad blood.
Also a good point. She can't even hear you. Why are you trying to brown-nose her? I'm not brown-nosing anyone. I'm just taking a fair and balanced approach. And
The voice of the opportunist is just making me laugh, if anything.
If she's in the wrong, then you don't have anything to worry about.
But I must confess, this place
Okay.
never let me out into the world. While you were gasping your last down below, I was trying to claw and bash
Yeah, I know.
and break my way out. But I never did manage to be free. Until finally, I found myself here again, and you were gone. It seems that you get to come and go as you please. So you may be a bigger part of the answer to this riddle than I'd like you to be. Maybe bygones can be bygones. But you'll have to let me out first.
Damn. That is the nagging feeling.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Right.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Right.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do.
Sure.
You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
Also true. Well, maybe. Unclear.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but you could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Alright. Feels like a bad idea. I'm going to attack you now. I guess we'll do this once it doesn't progress anything. Explore
Is
option.
that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Sounds about right. I guess let's save again. May as well. There's a lot of paths here. Give her the blade!
Be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
Oh, no.
We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
I vote
As
yes!
do I.
Abstain.
Abstain? You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Maybe. This is a democracy!
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? Of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
There, you have blade now.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward,
Oh boy.
taking one
Oh
cautious
boy.
step at a time.
I fully
until
expect to
you
die, by the way. I don't expect that to be a good
face.
choice.
What do you think happens now?
No! You're beautiful and I actually want to save you. It feels like the Oh, I feel like this would just resurrect Smitten, to be honest. I guess we're gonna give her the choice.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your heart.
I'm dead! Shocker!
What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. This is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
Yeah, it's not really much of a win when I gave you the weapon.
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes
That should at
dark,
the very least loop to a
and you
3.
die.
Yes, it did. The thorn.
You're on a path in the woods. She
This is
stabbed
different.
us. She actually stabbed us.
Voice of the cheated!
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against. But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
Yeah.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's
True.
fine, or fine
Kind adjacent.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do
I only
is to
imagine
get
that
back
Air's
to the cabin and
flabbergasted.
give
It's
it
like,
another
bro,
try.
you've been through multiple loops. Oh god.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Yes.
Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
True.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice. Actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know,
I know about the princess, and clearly, you know she's dangerous.
She's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Place is different. Keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know. I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game
Poor
already.
cheated.
All of your game. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
Don't even think. Let's just get down to business.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin.
Here we go
It's
again.
clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters.
Oh damn!
The
Okay,
princess is
narrator.
a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
All right.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an
Roses.
interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely
And then, of
suggest
course, we have the
shape of
mirror.
structure that once stood
Ever
here.
present.
Charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what
Lots of
was
sharp
once a
vines,
table.
actually.
A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's
The blade's
supposed to be a
gone.
pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it.
I can only imagine what the narrator thinks of that.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart
I
thing to do.
kind of get that logic, yeah. That makes sense.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
I would be sure.
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
Every time. Just approach the mirror, it's gonna
You
vanish.
step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us. You reach
We're
forward
clean and it's
wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing?
Oh, the narrator's always so confused.
Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Alright. Enter
Step
the
to
basement.
the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty
Careful
ash.
then.
The air still feels warm,
Oh,
as if the fires that
sharp
ruled
vine.
this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease.
That's
at least
nice.
on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
Narrator.
I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence
guess.
is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? I lock you away and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back.
Yep.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Proceed downstairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
Alright, princess.
You step out into what was
Oh.
once a vast open cavern,
Oh,
overrun by briars and prickles and thistles.
that's...
The space thick with
Huh.
hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess. Her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
She has it, narrator! You were wrong!
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer?
No, to be honest, I didn't know this would happen. Yeah, I'm here to laugh! Not here to laugh. It doesn't usually progress past 3. Not here to laugh.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
Still distrustful, huh?
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Is there really nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can I
See you
do
next
to
stream,
really
bye.
say at this
Alright,
point?
Lucky Luigi.
How can
Thanks
we
for
trust
tuning in while
something
you
as
did.
hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left
True.
to say. So let's get her move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something.
True.
If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Let's
The
do that.
princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
Okay.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
I guess emotionally fine.
Her eyes dart away from yours. For
I was gonna say
a brief moment.
technically no, but I guess if you're referring to emotional pain, I can kind of see it.
And I've also hurt you.
That, yes. I've starved and I've been stabbed. Give me
You
blade.
reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort.
Okay.
But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands.
I get the feeling the voices are on board with the murder the princess plan now.
We free her, obviously. It's
The
right
hero's
thing
like
to
the
do.
only one on the good side.
I think you're right. She's as much a
Oh.
victim in all of this as we've been. Besides,
Surprising.
really stick it to him to free her.
You still need to beat Baldy's educational tale. I mean, you're not wrong, but also, it's so hard.
Or, hear me out.
Opportunist, no!
Slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him. We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
True.
You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter.
True.
He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
I can't really argue.
Did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
I just wanted the blade back. You're on your own. Jam. That's quite an option. Got three.
Yes. What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. We can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the
Right.
right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while.
Damn.
See? We're all friends here, united in our actions.
I love
and
the way they just
intentions.
bicker.
Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart.
But
You're
you're
not
not.
going to do that, are you?
Uh,
Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
narrator is very insistent on this course of action. I'd say I'm shocked, but that's pretty standard for him.
Is that really all you've got? Threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been
Damn.
on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms.
I mean, she still has
tears
thorns
streaking
on
down
her.
Cheeks. I can't believe
It feels
you're making me
like a bad
describe this. I hate you.
I just realized what the narrator was saying. Damn.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
They just really hate the people who put us here.
Me too.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are blocking your only way out.
Wonder how we'll beat vines. It's not like we have a blade. Oh, wait.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here.
Exactly.
We're built for so much more than this.
Step into the thorns or cut through them. Yes, cut into the thorns.
As you swing your
All right.
blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Put me in an infinite loop, maybe?
It feels so so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
Are you actually going to give me the choice?
We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together,
All right.
aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Not actually a choice. Sorry, narrator.
Hands clasped, the two of
Of
you
course, this is the end of the route.
and step out.
That's just how it
into a
goes.
New day, you irredeemable murderers.
Damn.
What do we do now?
Well, you might notice some, stuff creeping in from the sides.
Where's everything going?
Oh, you know, I'm afraid that's just how this goes. The end.
Why is it so cold?
Good day. Alright. Memory returns.
There's that. But it feels so it's going to do something to us.
I can feel it.
Feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. Okay. So, this is all going to work out. Finally. We're going places.
Approach the mirror. What's our reflection now? Unraveled. Like, I'm actually sad to see that one go. That's fair. Honestly, that's fair. To the cabin. To her. Hello.
A world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? I don't think I clicked that one before, so why not?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces.
Goodbye,
And I have
Torn.
known flickers of the lives
Presumably
you've
Thorn,
brought
but
me.
same difference, I get it.
And violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Just this
There
one.
is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
True. You have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Okay. Same old. This is the last one.
Next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
And here we go again. One more time.
You're on a path.
As usual. Let's look at our memories, see what we got now. We got a few more. We got this one, the witch. Then we got the thorn. Honestly, trying to understand what these mean is kind of tricky. There might be an extension of the Spectre, but we can't do that anymore. So that's worth considering for another stream. Because obviously we're not going to get through all of this in one stream. That's just not really doable. Honestly, I think the best I can do is go back into another part 2 I haven't been in before and go from there. We'll see. We'll see. Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
You totally can have the smitten for the Thorn sequence, by the way. He's great as always. Great. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Ignore that annoying little voice.
Yeah,
He doesn't
okay.
know what he's
So this is just
talking
leaning
about.
toward contrarian again. I'm curious if there's any way different this path.
That's strange. It looks like this path
Huh.
also
Weird.
leads to the cabin.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish.
I don't care. I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing. It completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Damn.
But fine, you turn around
Wait.
and trek back down the path you came.
If I recall, this one has things get trippy.
Oh, would you look
Yep,
at
we're
that?
back.
You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Is it now? No.
Always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who is. And here we go. As you trudge
Oh,
into the woods, something strange
cabin's
starts to happen.
where it shouldn't be.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you
Oh,
focus
boy.
on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick.
Not going to the
of
cabin
light.
isn't the best option.
In every direction, there is a path.
Still, there's multiple staircases, which, granted,
not just a
could just be
cabin.
nothing.
The cabin. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility.
And we're back. Except things are weird.
You know
This
I
one.
can tell when you're lying. right?
Right, forgot.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any
Yep,
further.
same old. Lie, cheat,
The
etc.
cabin interior is
So yeah, this one's
a
trippy.
confusing patchwork of many cabin
It-
interiors.
it
all
doesn't act
connected across
normally,
what's almost
if
the
that
same
makes sense.
space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
So yeah, this place is just trippy. We don't acknowledge the mirror. We just go. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Many
A web of
staircases.
branching staircases,
You get the idea.
all built from unidentifiable
Place is very
materials.
trippy. So here we go. Last time I went down the center stairs. This time we're going left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows
Ooh.
cold the further you progress. At first, a barely
Ah.
noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel
Ah.
like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out
Ah.
clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down.
Yeah,
the
that's not
stairway,
nice.
losing yourself.
It's becoming gradually harder and harder to even tell it's a staircase. Nope. And this again.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Seems to have gotten back to where we were.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced
Oh,
are the
this is the
endless
trippiest route,
patterns
and we're ending off here.
emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal. Skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity.
Are you just going to stand there?
There we go.
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Good
I
question.
feel
Still not
so
entirely sure.
strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
No.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you.
Alright. What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Right, I forgot about this.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her
Can we
back
put her back?
again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until it's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
That choice doesn't make sense. Oh, but the rest are explorers. That's the only one to progress. Gotcha.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot
Yep.
lands, but it lands
That's not good.
different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled.
I was hoping
in
taking a different staircase would have a
incomprehensibly
different
many
result, but it
directions.
seems the same.
Find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to her own. Is this what the end of the world
A lot of
looks
options.
like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't...
It is. There's no change. Yeah, I'm getting that impression now.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have
Okay,
fun
I guess
if
that
everything
wasted
is
a
happening
run.
at the same
Damn.
time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. Falls apart? I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts we can feel them moving around us.
Oy.
They don't belong. It's
What a sight.
uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart and fix us?
We should help her. I think we
Not
did this.
exactly possible.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Oh, that's a great line. Oh, that's a great line. I forgot about that.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. Except what I say doesn't really matter. Because that's the end of the route. So yeah, I guess I kind of wasted that last run. Alright then.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
We always know this
But it
goes.
feels so... Yeah, don't. Okay.
You're not messing with us, right?
Touch the mirror, and they're gone. What's our reflection now? Oh wait, actually, isn't this... You are nothing at all. Yeah, it's time for this, okay. Right, nothing, you focus your gaze, yep. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Hello there. Welcome back. Got a lot of choices. Some I've already seen, some I haven't. We only get to ask so many.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Yep. True.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where...
That was delusional.
Proves nothing.
Okay, sure. This
She
one.
is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation.
Part is so trippy.
Most of it. Her nature is why I had to die.
Oh.
She becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than
This man
oblivion.
talks in riddles.
In the end, nobody wants to leave.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
For all the hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Right. No. I was supposed to steal this, was I?
Well, you're going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
This one.
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Damn.
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
I think I have 2 more
There's a
questions.
cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself. I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
One more! In the grand scheme of things, like
You like I can't tell.
you can't tell anymore. Damn.
But I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
Goodbye. And so we approach the end. Again. See to the cabin one last time. Nothing. Except... that's not quite true. Hello again!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
So, last time, we kind of found a middle ground, and that kind of worked out for the better. This time... happens now.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting.
Apparently I reacted the exact same way last time. Damn.
Isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Good question. There's many stories left unfinished. Can we just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh, okay.
There is no beginning to them, and there
Jeez.
is no end, and there is no end. Only the flood of there is only the flood of
This is trippy as hell. But I also kind of love it.
Then you hold them all again, station at once, and then you hold them all again. But in the end, when you reflected it back for a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can be the beautiful and endless song.
Sounds different. Every version of us across reality, and not every reality had you drawing breath. Even then, it went on. The world doesn't need you. True.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
Is a vine.
Hey!
Thoughts not
Thorn!
thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both. But compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
I reject your authority!
But you mistake the lecture as merely observation. I only want to help
struggle against me. Or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom. That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen?
Oh boy. Oh god, no! Not again!
Terrifying than one's own house. And there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared.
This one.
You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of
Jeez.
solitude and thrust it on creation?
You know, just directly.
I'm aware of what is good to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift.
Alright, next up. Ghost!
As his fingers, unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you
The ghost!
solution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Strictly. Screw it.
And yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice, so long as you accept me with open arms.
And next up.
Picture of a life and a picture of a life and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is still? We'd asked for
This one.
devotion.
What on earth is wrong with her?
And the two of us danced.
That's fair. We're kind of dealing with a godlike being sort of situation, if that makes sense.
But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do?
Hi, I just got here. Hello, Sonic and Eggy. I've been at this for a while. Kind of closing in on the end, to be honest. Directly. That was a mockery of the life we shared. I just got here, so I don't know what's going on. That's why I was asking, what's wrong with her? Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe. I don't really know how to phrase it. I like this one. The dance.
And I'll never have to stop.
Blades begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is.
Arms, why are there so many arms?
Everything it isn't.
Reasons.
There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Hiya!
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to face her alone.
Hey, hero!
It's good to be here. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here.
True.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
Oh, okay.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Sure.
Then let's go.
Alright. A lot of flashbacks. But many places. There's the cabin.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
True.
Do you need me to describe things?
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Enter the basement. We got this.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
True. That was a while ago now.
It's almost over, isn't it? That's okay. Let's just talk, the two of us, one more time, before you kill me.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Not wrong.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Here
You're
we
really
are
going to
again.
do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You don't have to. You know that, right? But if that's what you want, we might as well talk a bit first. I wouldn't mind a few extra minutes.
Might as well throw things up a bit. Pretty much this one.
Then maybe you don't have to kill me. Maybe there never even has to be an ending.
Alright.
I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
She's going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
This is very different. Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
Options are quite limited. Setting it anything to help them. The people out there, if you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I don't know about that one. I guess I don't want to forget you as an option, sure.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
I mean, it seemed pretty
Maybe we
obvious.
have done all of this before.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you think things will end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen. Because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
Okay. But how do you know that? We'd have to decide to do this every single time. Forever. Eventually, something's going to be different.
I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
Is it too late to go back to being a god?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back.
That's fair. Guess it's this one.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
And we're out of options. It's different than what I did last time, at the least. I usually get in the stream in the first couple minutes, but for some reason, I got here in the 3rd hour. No, that's fair, that's fair. For one, I started stream earlier than usual, so there's that to consider. Anyway. I guess it's different, so sure. Agree to her plan.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
An end. You know what? Sure! I love you! Blah, 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 blah.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
Death. And that takes you back to chapter 1. Makes sense.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
And this is all the same. Yep. I'll play it through for a bit, but pretty sure there's not much to be here. It's just one way of restarting. Yep. Figures. Figures. Did something new at the least. So that is that. I still have more endings to do, so I'll probably do another Slay the Princess stream at some point. More stuff to see. I think there's 2 more endings at the least? Maybe? That's purely me guessing. These things are hard to say for sure. But hey, I made progress at the very least. Got some more endings. Made some more progress. And yeah. Made it to the end again, I guess. A lot of credits. Hey, playlist 2. You know what, sure. There you go. And then there's these. I think it's time. We're back. The main menu. Unlock some more of these. There's still a lot left. Considering at most you see like 2, maybe 3 if you're lucky. In terms of like all these vessels. There's a lot. A lot of yet to do. Nonetheless, that's where I conclude things, because these Slay the Princess streams go on quite a while. So, I'll come back eventually. And we can give this all over again. But for now, that's where I leave things. Tomorrow, we'll have a different stream. Tomorrow, we'll fight VHS Sans, which is, it'll definitely be an experience. But for now, I think that's where I leave things. I think that's where it ends. For those who tuned in and watched, I appreciate it, as always. I'll be back again tomorrow, streaming yet another game. And yeah, that's about it. Honestly, pretty fun. Got some more stuff. Still more to do, obviously. But yeah, not a lot to say. I guess with that all in mind, I'm gonna conclude the stream, call it a night, etc. And yeah, have a grand rest of your night, day, whatever it happens to be. I'll be live again tomorrow. It's Hatan out.